What's up, Underdogs of Addiction fam? Zarek here. Another beautiful day out here. Today's video is a video on the mental toughness it takes not only to be successful in life, but the mental toughness it takes to remain sober and to have the humility and to put our egos down and just realize when, hey, we can't do this on our own. Whatever it is we're doing in our life, whether it's, getting back in shape, that's a journey I'm on right now, getting back into my fighting shape, getting my finances where they need to be, getting my sobriety where it needs to be. Today I'm celebrating 30 days clean after my relapse. That's a big deal. The first 30 days are the hardest. And that's why I like making these videos, because this channel is not about some guy who's got 20 years clean. It's about a dude who's been in recovery for the last 2 years and had a lot of success and a lot of failures, and we're figuring out together. But it's gonna take those days when you don't want to get up and go to a meeting, when you don't want to get up and go to the gym, when you literally have no energy. What I found is that is the time when you have to go the most. Someone smart who ran one of my treatment centers told me, I go to enough meetings that I don't need a meeting. And or you work out enough where you don't need a workout, or you eat so healthy that you don't have to worry about having an unhealthy meal. And I feel like that lesson applies to everything. And I'm just making this video because if you guys have been following, you know that I went through a breakup the last few months. There's a lot of stuff I went through with my ex-girlfriend, a pregnancy scare that I found out that wasn't even real, her relapse, her lying to me about drug use, me losing my job. Tomorrow I have an interview for the same position at a new organization. You know what I mean? You can't keep me down. You know what I mean? And I've had to push myself to work out every day, to eat healthy, to make these videos, to clean my house, when I absolutely was fucking dying inside, as so it felt. And it's just a reminder that as dark as today can be, tomorrow can be brighter. And as dark, maybe you're having a dark day today. Maybe you're having a bright day today. Just know that dark day's coming, and that's okay. That's the yin and yang in life. Is there's always going to be the ups and downs, and we just have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and know that when we're going through a dark phase that we got to work through it. Reaping the sowing what we sowing the rewards, or reaping what we sow. Whatever. I don't know. I'm tongue tied today, boys, but that's just the message I wanted to put on people, because that's what I've been going through and having to really push myself. And when I went to Treehouse Recovery in Portland, they pushed me harder than ever. Military style workouts, AA meetings every day, 4 or 5 hours of programming, with therapy and everything, and taking the city bus around Portland everywhere. And 80% of the time I did not want to do it. We were up at 4 or 5 a.m. on the city bus in Portland in the rain. And it just showed me, hey, I got to be able to push myself like this when I don't have a program like this pushing me. And that's where I'm at now. It's just like every day, most of the times when we wake up, we're not going to want to go to work. We're not going to want to have to do the shit that we have to do. But once you get started, once you just make that bed, clean your dishes, go to that appointment, go to your job, go to the gym, you build that momentum, and that you build the day. But if you decide that, hey, I'm going to sleep in, I'm going to skip work, I'm going to miss that meeting, I'm going to do this, you just continue to sink and sink. And I've been on both sides, and it's all about momentum, and just having that sick discipline. And just know, you guys, in your recovery, you're going to have to work just as hard as anything else in your life. You're going to have, a lot of people are against AA, but hey, AA never hurt anybody for the most part. It's not going to hurt you. Going to AA meetings is not going to, if anything, I've seen multiple friends of mine get multiple years of recovery from going, and me going out of the meetings, and I relapsed, so that's something I'm taking serious. And it's crazy today. I got a funny story. I met a guy 4 months ago watching the Huskies national championship game. At the time I had 3 months sober or something like that, 2 months when I first got home. And we were watching the game, and I recognized him from one of my meetings that I go to here in town. And I was like, man, that guy would be a good sponsor for me. And I'm walking around the lake today that I always walk, and I run into him, and I just dude, today's my 30 days. I've been meaning to ask you to sponsor me. And ironically, he has the same last name as me. So I'm like, hey, bro, it's meant to be. He's an older dude. He's probably 60. But, me, both of my grandfathers are dead. My dad is an active addict on the street. Speaking of that, when I woke up this morning to go to my appointment, I saw my dad on the side of the road, down to 100 pounds, living in an encampment. He's strung out on meth and fentanyl, but we've made amends with everything, but I have to come to grips that my dad he's on his path. And so getting a sponsor for me that was more like a elderly male figure was important, someone who has that wisdom, because other than my Uncle Kenny, I don't really have any males in my family that are older that can help guide me. So I'm really excited about that. And we got to come out here, you guys, and we got to fight for our mental health. We have to fight for our recovery. We have to fight for everything. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today, is just really making sure that you guys are putting in the effort and knowing that this shit is not going to be easy. Last year I was sober 11 out of 12 months of the year. And this year I've probably been, since September, I think I've been sober 5 months out of, I don't know, whatever. But, there's been a couple months of relapse and messing around, and so, but from what I've learned through last year when I got 11 months, I'm applying that. And some of us, it's much harder to stay on the path, because some of us are very, quote unquote smarties, and we know everything. And that was my biggest thing, is thinking that I can outthink this problem and that I could do it on my own. And you really need to have a community around you, and support system, and so stepping out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself. There's always the pillars to recovery that I've learned, and physical health relates to mental health, and spiritual health kind of overshadows everything. And so we got to have all of our elements together, and you can't do those. You can do as much as you can on your own, but a lot of us as addicts, we like to isolate, and that just hinders us, because we're gonna feel alone. And so it's important to go. Even the last meeting I went to, it was boring in the beginning, but then towards the end of it, we were laughing and having fun, and I didn't feel alone. And I'm someone who suffers from isolation, and I've been putting so much effort in this 30 days that I revamped and got clean. I've been hanging out with my friends. I've been just going everywhere, doing everything I need to do to socialize and fill those gaps inside myself that I need to fill. And so, if anyone out there is 0 days sober, I'm on this journey too. And my journey, when I first ever had the idea of this channel, I started it like 8 years ago. It was a different channel. It was called Sobriety 365. And it was about my journey to hit 365 days. And it's been 7-8 years, and I still have not achieved that. And I'm not giving up on it. Because to me, that'll be the biggest achievement in my life, because we're talking about generational curses. My dad is out there, 60 years old, strung out on fentanyl and meth. His sister, my aunt, died of a fentanyl overdose. My other aunt died of liver cirrhosis. And I'm not going out like that. So for me, this is something bigger than just getting clean. This is breaking a generational curse in my family. So yeah, guys, keep going. I'm gonna keep pounding out these videos for you guys, and you're not alone. And just take action today, even if it's just a small action to put yourself in a better situation. I've picked myself up from ground zero multiple times, and I really feel like this time the dog's barking at the statue. It is kind of scary, but yeah, just one step at a time, guys. And you just got to make that one big effort. Maybe it's going to that meeting. Maybe it's just sitting down and journaling and writing that goal, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. So till next time, see ya.